Oh boy, my sunburn does not look good on camera. Should have brought my hat. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave from Chase the Summit. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new firmware updates from Coros. I'll be showing this off on the Pace 2, but this actually applies to all of the Coros models like the Apex, Apex Pro, Vertix. All of the Coros watches get this update. There's two components here. There's some firmware update to the watch itself. I'll be showing that off on a Coros Pace 2 in this video, but there's also an app component on your phone, which I'll be showing a little later in this video. The first widget we have here is called Running Performance. This widget basically takes your last road run and tries to give you an idea of how you did based on your potential. Clicking down on this widget will actually bring you into a race predictor menu, which is actually pretty cool. This race predictor will do some magic based on all of your road runs to try to come up with an estimated time for a 5K, 10K, half marathon, and marathon effort. And I gotta say, I think this is actually pretty accurate because for me, it says here a 5K would be around 20 minutes, a 10K would be around 41 minutes, and up to a marathon would be about 3 hours and 20 minutes. I think that's pretty accurate for my fitness level right now. Swiping down to the next widget, we've got our training load widget. This shows my fatigue. So right now it says I'm optimized. It shows my base fitness and load impact. And when I click down on that, you can see my 7-day training load. Swiping down again, we've got our 4-week intensity distribution, which is pretty nice to see, and it's laid out on a pie chart. And then there's a little blurb about your recent run. It says your recent training load was ideal for improving your fitness. Back to the main menu and swiping down one more time, we've got our recovery advisor. This is based on your last run, of course. It shows that I'm at 82% and I'm ready for training. When I click in on that, it gives me a little blurb about what my stats are right now. It says ready for easy training. Please rest for 6 hours before a hard training or 16 hours for full recovery. And then of course we get back to our regular scheduled Coros menus. So my daily activity stuff, my heart rate graph, elevation graph, all of that other stuff that was already there. So that's the watch component. Now let's take a look at the app component. Now when you typically fire up the Coros app and you scroll down, you'd see a menu like this. It hasn't changed all that much. But at the bottom, there used to be a VO2 max estimate and a fitness index scale. Historically, these things were always wildly off for me. It was like, it would tell me my VO2 max was like 39 or something, and that my fitness index was never really good. So I always just ignored them. But you can see now they've actually removed these from the front page, and it's for good reason. They've actually moved all of this data over to your profile page, which is the little shield icon here. So I'll click on that. And now you can see at the top of the profile page, there's a whole bunch more data that previously wasn't there. You've got your marathon level, your VO2 max estimate, which actually looks a lot more accurate than it used to be. You've got your resting heart rate, you've got your running performance, you've got your threshold pace and threshold heart rate. And then below that, you've got your training load stuff. So you've got your fatigue status, your base fitness, and your load impact. And below that, again, you've got your 7-day training load with a graph that shows kind of an optimized area you want to be in. And then the little blue line indicates where you actually are. The cool thing is that if you don't know what any of this stuff means, you can actually click on the little eye information icon in the top right, and it brings up a page that explains all of these metrics in great detail. It even has little charts for VO2 max to get an idea of where your fitness is based on other people. You can also dive in a little bit further on any of these metrics to get more information. So if I click in on the 7-day training load, you can see a graph here, and I can go back 90 days, 6 months, or 1 year. If I click into my fitness level stuff, go in here, you can see your marathon level, VO2 max, threshold pace, threshold heart rate, resting heart rate, and you can actually overlay them on top of each other for more information. And of course, you've got your fatigue, base fitness, and load impact, and again, you can overlay them as well. With this new addition to the Coros platform, there's a lot more data and information being conveyed to the user. This is vastly improved compared to their old fitness stuff. So I'm happy to see they made a move in the right direction here. And it does seem to be a bit more accurate compared to the old stuff. The most important takeaway I get from this is that Coros just continues to innovate and deliver app updates and firmware updates left and right. There's just been so much progress with them in the past year, and it's really awesome to see. Not only that, but they're not holding things back from their cheaper devices. Like you can buy a Coros Pace 2 for $200 now and have training load and advanced VO2 max metrics and all that stuff for $200. Pretty awesome. Whereas if you look at the Garmin ecosystem, if you buy the $200 Forerunner, you're not going to get all of that stuff. You're kind of limited on what you can do with the watch. That's kind of it. This is a quick video to just talk about the new features that are included in the Coros firmware update that comes out today. I think it's May 18th. I don't know, whenever it comes out, this video will go live. I've been testing this for a couple of weeks, and so far, it looks really promising. I believe Khoros is launching a new user or beta program for this, so you can actually try this out when it launches. If you do decide to try it out, let me know down in the comments below how it's working for you if you're using it for training. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, that's all I've got for this one. This is probably gonna be a really short video, but I want to share it, so whatever. Bye.